Shipping code fast feels great, right? Somebody requests a feature or has some small tweak and you put in the change and you get it rolled out to them and it feels good, right? But the user actually doesn't care how quickly it took you to develop it if you can't get it out to production quickly, if you can't get it in front of that user so they can see the results. That's what the lead time for changes metric from the DORA metrics is about. Lead time to change is a hidden killer of team velocity. Elite teams consistently ship features within a single day, while average teams, it might take days or weeks or even months to get finished code live. In this video, I'll show you 6 proven strategies to dramatically slash your lead time. Each tip is straightforward and practical and taken from real world usage, but you put them all together and you really are changing your lead time. Number 1, instrument the waiting time. Most teams just assume that their code moves fast after commit, but the delays are often hidden. Pull requests often take over 4 days to even get a review started. And then there could be rounds of reviews after that. So start by breaking your lead time into key stages: when the code is ready, when the review starts, when it's merged, and when it finally ships. You can track this with built-in dashboards in GitHub Insights or with tools like LinearB, or you can just put together your own metrics. But visualizing these wait times, especially the slow ones, is a quick way to see where work is getting stuck. Once the waiting is visible, your team can focus on the biggest delays. And the biggest delays are probably the PR review process. That's why you need to address the PR review process. Got to make sure that you move through those items quickly. Now, code review is important, but for most teams, waiting on a review is the single biggest source of lead time. So to fix this, you need to keep your pull requests small. In an ideal world, that would be under 300 lines of code with a good description explaining what you're doing, no like side quests at all, right? Obviously, we don't live in a perfect world, so that's not always going to be able to be the case. But yeah, keep the pull request small, set clear expectations for fast review, aim to pick up anything that's assigned to you or that you're supposed to review within 24 hours. If that's too much, if that's too arduous, you need to talk through the process. Maybe you need to rotate review duties. Maybe you need automated reminders. Maybe you just all need to agree about the depth of the review that's going to happen and what needs to be addressed right away and what's like a future concern. You can even set up an auto merge process for simple documentation or chore changes. They can just skip the process if your team's comfortable with that. But the faster your team reviews code, the faster everyone can move on to building the next thing. And the faster you review somebody else's PR, the faster they'll review yours. It's important. You should invest in it. All right, 3 more quick ways to reduce your lead time that I'm going to move through fast. Keep your CI pipeline fast, right? You got to get those builds fast. You don't want a slow build. You don't want a flaky build. You don't want integration tests that fail and you need to rerun. I work somewhere where we had this integration test to get things in prod. It took like 45 minutes and then occasionally it would fail. You had to just rerun it because it was flaky. We wasted so much time on that. Invest in a fast build. It matters. You want it to run in minutes and not in hours. Next, you want to automate your governance. If you have manual sign-offs with people on other teams, you need to find a way to automate those. You need to get policy as code in place. You need to have automated checks. Compliance approvals should happen automatically so that users can get features more quickly. And then third, in my quick hit list, ship small in safe batches, right? Break the work into bite-sized pull requests. That'll help with reviews, but it also reduces risk and it makes rollbacks easier. It speeds everything up if we're shipping small features. If you want the full playback on those, check out my other video on deployment frequency where I go more in depth to those. Last, but very important, self-service prod-like environments, ephemeral environments. You don't want to be waiting on a shared staging environment and getting your code on there. You don't want to be all using a QA environment with bad data and you can't reproduce the issue or you get false positives. You don't want to be waiting. Ephemeral environments are here and can be used. You want temporary production-like sandboxes that you can create automatically for each pull request, for each dev environment, and that lets your team test and demo changes without waiting in line, without each other interfering with each other. You can have a simple link on a PR. You can go and check out the environment, kick the tires on it. Some teams have cut environment setup time from days to just minutes and dropped lead time from 2 days down to just a couple of hours by adopting this approach. I work for Pulumi. Tools like Pulumi review stacks. If you're using infrastructure as code, you can quickly spin up and tear down environments, keeps everything isolated, keeps everything up to date, keeps everything moving. This can make a big difference. Ephemeral environments are great for product reviews. They're great for security audits, great for so many things. So yeah, start measuring your lead time. And especially pay attention to where your code is getting stuck. Probably, as I said, it's PR reviews. You got to work on that. But yeah, focus on fixing the things that are slowing you down. And if you want more practical tips on shipping code faster, of course, check out Pulumi, check out the review stacks, but also check out this video, Mean Time to Restore, and the other videos I'm making in this series. Subscribe to this channel and check out Pulumi, and thank you for watching.